we go. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Ranked Roulette. Okay. So, we're getting our master dueling on just before the maintenance hits on tomorrow night. With it, I believe that will cause the disappearance of this, as well as the Gate of the Throne and Wrath of Tyrants, and the introduction of the next selection pack. With that work cut out for us. I don't think, if we're lucky, we'll be able to get a 10 full before tomorrow, but you know, who knows? We will have to see. Now, of course, we do have the Duelist replay of the day. What are they playing with Glow Up Bulb now that it is? Yeah, that sounds about right. That does not surprise me in the slightest. I'm gonna be... Wait, Nyarla. Because it can make itself a light fiend. Is that the logic? You know what? Sure. You know what? Glow Up Bulb versus Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit. Let's see what they can do. I am also hoping that my microphone isn't too loud. I did fudge with the settings just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we're playing Blue Eyes, and we've kind of opened a bit of a stinker. We've opened Effect Veiler, Lordly Load, Imperm, True Light, and Majesty of the White Dragons. 40 card main, 50 card extra versus 40 card main, 15 card extra. We are going second. Okay, we have a draw phase. Let's see what we can do. Tiara Med Strongest. Rhino, send the Rhino. Summon the Rhino. To send the Rhino. Rhino, we hit with an Effect Veiler. That resolves. Rhino does not resolve. To send a tier name. Glow Up Bulb. Banishing the tier. Link off into the Closed Heaven. Closed Heaven links off for the good luck on rank. Thank you, Rena. I imagine thank you for lurking here as well. We tribute off the Requiem for the Lacrima. Lacrima sending the Engraver. Gub Milzaluri links off. We have an extra name engraved. We go for a sequence. Unfortunately, that is going to be hit pretty swiftly with a... Never mind. We get to go for Lacrima. Of course. Thank you for lurking. We add the Engraver back. Engraver discards itself. We go for the Tract. Tract, add, and then discard a Lurie. Lurie gets to resolve in the graveyard, summoning itself. Engraver shovels back the Requiem for the Engraver. Overlay for the Pilgrim Reaper. Pilgrim Reaper, detach. Each player sends the top 5. We imperm there. Interesting place to imperm, but okay, we can work with it. Link everything off for an Apollosa. Pass. Okay. We have a Lordly Load and a Dream. And a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Lordly Load, add Drill Beam. Declare a normal monster. We summon the Blue Eyes to defense. Overlay for a Typhon. You don't even need to use the Drill Beam on the FO when we've got a Typhon. Set everything. Lacrima. Shovels everything back, summons the sequence. Okay. Sequence shovels 3 back for the Desiree. Overlay, or link off for the Requiem once more. Sequence equips Drill Beam, revealing a Blue Eyes to target the Desiree. Unfortunately, that resolves. We no longer have the Desiree. Sequence tribute itself for the Lacrima. Lacrima to send an Engraver. Engraver shovels 1 back to summon itself. We do need to out the Typhon. Fusion. Majesty. We do reveal the Blue Eyes White Dragon to pop the Engraver that will make the tract fizzle. End phase. True Light, setting a Wishes. We've got a True Light, a Wishes, and a Dream. Let's hit it. Wishes to pitch the Blue Eyes. There's the Ash. The True Light will come in clutch, though, allowing us to get potentially a Roar. Just summoning the Blue Eyes straight up. That works too. Wishes, banish in order to equip. Immediately tribute for the Tyrant. Typhon, bouncing the Lacrima. 1 and 2. Down to a mere 1200. Let's see what we can do. We go for SP Little Knight. Banishing the Requiem in their graveyard. We Gamma. There is... Ooh, okay. There was the potential to Ash that, though. Is interesting. Summon out the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Pass. Alright, we have a top deck and a Dream. Lacrima, the Sun. We're not using the Ash Blossom yet. Shuffle back the Engraver to summon the Engraver. Link off for the sequence. Do we have anything engraved? We do. Summoning the Lacrima once more. Summoning the Desiree back. Immediately linking it off for the Ogumday. Desiree shovels to send the True Light. True Light will get to set 1 spell or trap from our deck. We set another Wishes. True Light destroys the Blue Eyes. Battle phase. We're not using the Ogumday? We're doing that in the battle phase, so that way, okay. To play around a Nibiru. I see. Unfortunately, from behind, Fiend Smith Tearlaments has won the day. GG. Okay. That's quite a good match. But now... Ooh. I did forget. With the introduction of the new decks, I do need to... Hold on. I'm actually going to need to edit this just slightly. 1 second. I now have Heroes Union. Well, I won't do Heroes Union. I just need Crescendo of the Orcust because Heroes Union is not complete yet. Okay, then okay, copy that link. And now... There we go. Okay, now let's spin and see if we can win. First up, Tides of the Sharks. Let's see what we can do. Okay. I have a whole bunch of unknown engine and a dream. It is. Do I bother? I think I wait. I think I'll hold it. I think I do. Normal summon to set one Primate card from deck. Lordly Load. I mean, they are using normal summon. I am actually gonna ash that. I guess they can only really use their Magnamut on me. Beansmith. They're gonna add a Lurie, discard a Lurie. Add a Lacrima, discard a Paradise. I see. Do they have any other engine? What-tail Dragon? That resolves. I draw. What-tail Dragon? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. This'll hurt. But if they do have, they do not. Okay. Oh, they realize that their Magnamut is useless against me. Okay. Let's continue the win streak. Come on. Let's see what you got. Okay, I'm gonna need quite a bit of a, I'm gonna need a really good draw. Okay, I need to imperm the Aluber when I can. Yep. Dang it, okay. Hey, Fox. Shoot. Okay, the thing is, if I... Like, yeah, I chain the imperm here. They know I have it. Fox is basically scolding me for the way I try to get on floating islands. Finish cleaning. Nice. Hopefully it is somewhat livable. Yeah, they dodged the imperm for Grand Guinol. You haven't even seen it. I know. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Am I gonna be able to play through? I don't think I'm gonna be able to play through full branded combo unless my top deck is insane. Oh, that's cute. Mercurier to add a Fallen of Almas, they add a Spriggan kit instead. Spriggan's kit gets to add one, put one back. Go for Lost. Unfortunately, I don't have Ash Blossom. Okay. Unless my next top deck is evenly matched, I'm pretty much dead. I mean, even then, I don't really have a clear out. Even get to plus off of the branded Lost. Thing is, they would have just held the they would have just held the Cartesia for whenever I used the imperm, is the thing. Shrouded Albion. Oh, hold up. They sent a Shrouded Albion instead of the Lubellion. Interesting. Oh no, they discarded it off of Lubellion, I see. They get to send a branded opening. They also... Oh no, they put the Lubellion back, I see. They get the Cartesia back. Is there literally any card that allows me to... Thing is, not really. I guess Typhon? No, I don't have Typhon. Okay. Here's the thing. If this card was, like, any good starter, I actually think, yeah, if card was a different card, I would have won. But honestly, drawing the second imperm per turn would have been perfect. I just needed a starter, not an extender. Okay, let's try a different one. We're going Princesses of the Ocean Kingdom for our next match. Okay. Still not winning any coin flips. You're... Uh-oh. I'm not disconnecting, am I? Doesn't look like it. Okay. There was no response from the game server, it seems. I am going first. Okay, something's wrong. I can feel it. Ah. Okay. Let's see if I can bait out an Ash Blossom. I'm gonna go for the second Cradle. I'm gonna save the... Yeah, I'm just gonna save the Aqua Angel. There's the Maxi. There's the Maxi. Get called by the grave. And then, for my last summon, I go for Jaimir. They don't realize. Then destroy. Send all other monsters on the field to the graveyard. Dang it. Okay. Before I lose connection, I'm gonna resolve the imperm. Dang it. Here's the thing. I am surprised that the Horus cards have not been hit in the slightest. Granted, all of them are, like, SR and above, so of course they're not going to. Well, the thing is, Horus cards are like part of those oops all good stuff engine. I guess I could have gone for... I guess maybe I could have gone for a different line. Eyes of the Azamina is up next. I guess, you know what? It's my turn to play meta in gold. Oh no, the ban list has not taken effect yet. It'll take effect on the 4th. So I should be fine. I'll need to adjust it later. I'll need to adjust it to remove the oaks, but still, I should be fine. Okay. Madolce. The worst part is, like, this person is playing Madolce. And they're having to fight against, like, full power Snake Eyes as a Mina. Last of the play is now unaffected. Overlay for Le Chocolat a la mode. Shuffle it into the deck. Natural material special, a Madolce monster from your deck in attack position. Discard 2. You'll get to grab a Vernaself. Plus, summon back any monster from your graveyard. You can summon back the Anchili special summon from deck. We get a Hootcake summon from deck by banishing a monster from grave. Banish the Vernaself. For a Messengelato gets to add a Madolce spell or trap. We get the Chateau. Shuffle all monsters from the graveyard back into the deck. They now have a whole bunch of material to do whatever they want with. Start. Link up for the Myokaruns. Dolce card from deck to hand. They get the Messengelato once more. Messengelato gets to... Oh, they're using the Vernaself. Gets to add, once again, the duck. Then summon the Messengelato. Messengelato gets to add another spell or trap. They add a Salon. Shuffle everything back. Once more, they detach in order to summon. Go for a Prinxis. Salon. Myokaruns. Summon to shuffle. They get the final activation of Messengelato. That is in order to grab the Promenade. And they get a dessert for the sake of it. They get another glace souffle. And they get a tiramisu. Tiramisu overlays to a Tierra Frage. So I need to make sure I read this card correctly. It is for 2 effect monsters on the field, including the Dolce monster. Another Sistart. return those monsters to the hand and or extra deck. And then the okay. Promenade is face up card. There's an Ash. Ash Blossom. Gotta go for Poplar. Does that prompt? That does not prompt that. Shuffle one back into the deck. Shuffle both. Shuffle sets a ticket for sure. Oak. All right. Come on. There we go. Okay. Shuffle the 2 cards from the graveyards into the deck, adding the Ash Blossom back. Yeah, I'll put the Poplar down. Ooh, by sending the Deception. Do I have the... Let's try to mulligan for one. Unfortunately, wouldn't quite be enough. I mean, I do have... Oh, thank you, Rena. Do I have... Kinda. Okay. I have a negate. That's about all I've got. Granted, I have a whole bunch of recursion from that, but even that is just not gonna cut it. I mean, I do have the imperm off the draw. That'll be fine. I need to wait for the Terraphrage. They're gonna overlay for a 3. It's a normal summon. They get to add 1. I know you want to use the Terraphrage. Double normal summon. I think the only real out I would have had would have been even match though. That's fine. So, just gonna go to battle. Okay. as well put the poplar back. I mean, that might have saved me from lethal. Granted, they do get that back. But now... gonna go for the Queen Tiramisu. They need to start discarding, so that way they don't have to discard at the end of the turn. Stream suddenly glitched out and said you were offline. Oh. Doesn't say so on my end. Hold on. Okay. That'll have to... I'll have to... no, I see it now. Hold on. I'm gonna go for the SV. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put back the Ilya Silva. That is going to... They're not using Tierra Frege yet. Okay. And there's stream elements. Okay. Shuffle those two back. You know what? That's fine. It isn't, because they have the Ash Blossom from last turn. And yeah, that is about as good as game. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes the high roll deck gets one over on you. Granted, I was in there for a surprising amount of time, given what Dolce is capable of. Okay. This is... Okay, especially with this, it's not impossible to do something here. Gonna add the Lacrima, discard the Lurie. Going to go for the Requiem. Requiem tribute itself in order to get the Engraver. Going to summon the Lacrima to send the second Engraver. Link 2 into sequence. Let's get... Yep, let's get the Desiree. Engraver, Lurie, and... Yeah, I'll go Engraver. That way I have the Requiem and the Lacrima play. Sequence. Attach to the Desiree. Gonna add the Poplar to hand. Poplar. Summon itself. We'll grab the OSS. OSS. For the... I'm actually going to get the Ash. Ash and Poplar both chain. Up and coming ad break. I'm going to add the first Oak now. Then Ash, sending the Poplar. In order to grab the second Oak. Gonna go for the a bit underwhelming, but I will set the Poplar here. Unfortunately, the less impactful normal summon didn't really help. Okay. That does not bode well. The Veiler is a nice touch, though. I'm gonna Desiree. The Sarah is now negated, so that will not resolve. If they have Typhon, that might be a problem. But otherwise, I should be fine. That might have actually stocked them in their tracks. Okay, no, they're gonna go for the Kularia. The SP Little Knight. Now, what do they banish? Negate the Veiler. Negate the SP with a Veiler. Okay. No matter what from that point, they had to target the Flamberge. Alright, now let's play a fun deck. Adventures on Patrol. That's kind of a funny deck. That's a pretty funny deck. Granted, it's more Fiendsmiths on Patrol. But, you know what? I'll need to change that later. I don't think I've actually won a coin flip today. Except for last time. I think I won that time. Okay. This Imperm will have to do a lot of heavy lifting. I don't think it'll do a lot of heavy lifting. We're gonna add the Golem. Placing a maxi. If they're placing the maxi, either everything else in their hand is very important, or they have, like, yep, they're gonna go for the Doom Dragon. Gonna get to overlay. They, unless their normal summon is spectacular, they end on SP pass. Crystron. Okay. How am I gonna deal with Crystron? Solfefnir, oh. Ooh, okay. And destroy the inclusion. They get the inclusion, summon the Tristaros, and they basically just have everything. Including a, like... Rose? They get the inclusion back. Can no longer summon from the extra deck except for machine monsters. However, they immediately get 2 Crystron monsters from deck, so they get to have the they're not going for the infinity play. Okay, they're going Citri plus Sylphador plus Alexetus. Okay, correction. They're not going for it yet. They do have 2 level 5s on their side of the field now, though. Mill 2. Crystron. Another Sulfador. Then the Smiter. In order to add a Crystron spell trap, they get Cluster. I think there is exactly 1 out, and it is... There isn't really a clean out, is the thing. Yet another Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, Chroma. How are you doing tonight? Currently facing down a... I can go Sulfador. They already use its effect. They do have the Citri. Our second tract is not what I wanted to see. I'm gonna lead tract, because if they know what they're doing, they're going to either ash it or negate it with the... They're not ashing it. Okay. I heard my hand by typing out the update notes for Reverse 1999. So how are you today? I'm doing alright. I am... currently in a bit of a tricky situation. Yeah, I can go Requiem. That allows them to ash that. They're gonna negate that, no doubt. I have the sad replay, I think. Yep, they're gonna negate that with the Infinity. The Tsuchinoko still resolves, though. I mean, the greatest replay mankind ever seen, totally. Unfortunately, this is gonna be a pretty sad replay. They're gonna Citri, Synchro Summon for 10. Nope, only for 7. For an F8 Dawn Dragster. Yeah, Spell and Trap Negate, sure. That worked, that's fine. I can deal with that. Broke okay. 937 gems. Imagine playing U-Bell on this economy. It's there's a poor bunny some judge. Thank you, Chroma. I guess I could have gone... I mean, that does battle us once per turn, but even then, the Mothman now has nothing to hit for it. I mean, I guess I might as well just go... We're gonna activate the Crystron Trap, I know it. Crystron Trap is so good. It is. I'm gonna at least Mothman now. Because at least no matter what, we get to mulligan. I mean, if they droll and locked here, that actually would have been disastrous for me. I guess Jackalope does not get to... Wait. No, hold on. I had more than one of those. I'm losing it anyway. I might as well try to put the Yord back. Even then, that just forces me to get rid of my own Blackbeard. Going second was not doing me any favors, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately it's Big Sedge. Have I faced any... Well, no. I did face Trap Tricks. That was really the only, like, gold tier deck I faced today. Everything else has been... Crystron, or... I did also face some Dull Shape, so building up crafting equips again. Well, that's good. $57 UR and 258 SR. Okay. That is not a bad stack. Should have definitely saved the Jackalope for next turn. But yeah, hold on. Thing is, I had Danger Mothman in my deck. I know that. So why didn't Jackalope proc? Let's keep going. Punk's Performance is up next. Okay. Not a gold tier deck, but it is a fairly powerful one. Let's see what it can do. Oh, hold on. First and foremost, your replay Chroma. Same tier as 4. Where is it? There. Grinch. U-Bell versus voiceless voice. That's it. Best UL player of all time. Let's see what this UL player can do. Ironically, this is actually a pretty bad matchup against Voiceless Voice. We have open Servaris, Barrier, Blessing, and Imperm. 45 card main, 50 card extra versus 40 card main, 15 card extra. We're going first. Let's see what we can do. We're going to lead with the Barrier. Barrier to add a low. Normal a Blessing. Normal the low. Or to set Blessing in order to summon a light ritual monster by tripping off the low. Play it and screw up the line. We are now ending on Servaris plus Radiance. Low. Special summons set. Unknown Synchron. Send for... Wait, hold on. Hold on. I just realized what... I should have normaled... added normal Saphira, dump it, add Skull Guardian, Ritual Skull Guardian, add low, normal low, place a trap. Yep. That is the optimal line. Okay. I need to properly process what this opponent just did. They special summoned Unknown Synchron. Activated 1-for-1. Pitching Phantom King Hydride. That's my Aegis for us during my opponent's turn. That way, at the very least, they don't expect it. Now, they have the Nightmare Throne. We are using Radiance of the Voiceless Voice. Shall a Light Ritual Monster Behead or Graveyard into the deck? Or you can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of Light Ritual Monsters, destroy both this card and as many of the target cards as possible. We are going to pop 1-for-1 for the Nightmare Throne. Monkey D. Luffy. Summon the Spirit. We are going to Imperm the Spirit. Don't really have anything else from this point. Okay, hold on. I didn't feel like dealing with that thorn. Yep, that's fair. But also, normal summon. Tricorn, the Cacophonous Concert. It's a fiend monster that has 0 attack and defense. That weirdly enough works with Bell. I'm just never seeing that in play. We're gonna negate the summon of the final Sigma anyway, so it doesn't matter. Shuffle 2 for the Phantom of Bell. Barrier. Our blessings for the Servaris once more. Called by to negate their Servaris. I feel like you didn't want to do that. We're going for Chaos Angel then. Negating that summon once more with the Servaris, not once per turn. Okay, credit where credit is due. They were playing an interesting variation of this, They were playing an interesting variation of Bell. I just don't see what the point of it was. Gonna go for the Skull Guardian. Low. They also... I mean, it doesn't really matter because the negate of the effect... No, it is while you control, so if they... Wait, hold on. If they save the called by for the low, they would have, like, avoided the Omni negate. Right? That's... It did kind of be just to get more ritual summons. I mean, sure, but also like I like they just wasted the called by the grave. I'm not crazy, right? Like there were plenty of ways to play out this game. I none of this is like it. Must have thought Ritual Cerberus shares is the same card as the normal. Oh, like the same name. Yeah, I guess. But even then, like, I guess. Sure. But even then, why would they not save? Only, I guess, yeah. Only the biggest brain plays in gold rank. I mean, honestly, okay, to be fair, there are actual, like, smart players in gold. I feel like gold players do get a lot of ridicule, sometimes undeservedly, because there are genuine smart players in gold. Either way, GG. Yes, GG. We are going Punk's performance next. In gold, I won't play tier. You have you have more restraint than half of the people I've played against today. A majority of the people I played against today. Professionals have standards. I won't play good decks in gold. Okay. Voiceless, Argostars, and Dogmatica. I have to banish the trap in order to make this work. I'm gonna go Rising Scale. Special Summon Zay Almond. Or the Sharakusai. I'm gonna go for the Assault Synchron first, though. That way I can get a Baron online. This bar will be on the floor. That was the 5th summon. They have a Nibiru. No doubt about it. I now have one Perigid, one Rindbrum, and one Bucephalus. Oh, from the pack? Nice. And Bearbrum, yeah. It'll always be awesome. Wagon. My brain got the two cards mixed up. Oh, I'll do that in a second. But he hunger. Dragon Run. I won't be playing Tri Brigade anytime soon. I mean, I might be in but a moment, but it is cool to have. I haven't played Princess in a bit. Or Sprite, for that matter. Hold on. I'm actually gonna go... I'm just gonna do... I'm not gonna select more material. I'm just gonna go for the Gem Fever with this one. And also with revealing Maximus. Okay. They no longer can be rude. Imagine having fun with Argus stars. Couldn't be me. Ignores the Guardians in the court are getting lost, gathering dust. Maybe next year. Negating the Maxi. Played Argostars and Casuals to try out and learn the deck would just either let me do everything or straight up surrender the second I got slightly ahead. My own called by. Okay, sure. I'll need to... I'll need to play around whatever they add. And it isn't that bad. I mean, yeah, there is merit to... Okay, they are going for the branded fusion. I just hate it if I sit and watch all your whole combo and then my opponent just gives up on my turn. I am actually gonna let them resolve that, funnily enough. Because... Oh no, hold on. I mistimed that. I actually should have Shiraku side first. That way. I get to mulligan for 1 and get something back. By the way, welcome in, Gonna Wolf. How you doing tonight? Room here, so I'll be up probably. Thank you for stopping by, Chroma. Have a good night. Even more annoying is having the perfect hand draw once every blue moon and the opponent surrenders the draw for ace. I get that, yeah. Okay. That will make me use my Jam Fever. I'm gonna Ash that. It's weird, but I will Ash that. Also, why didn't... Oh no, it just detached the material. It didn't, it didn't pay life points for it, is the thing. Artesia. I think... Come on. I know you want... Well, no, hold on. They can't... They can't Albaz anymore. They need to summon the Baron to their field. They summoned Ash Blossom to mine. I get the Rising Scale, and I get the Gem Dragon effect, the chain block. They have to use the Baron to negate my Rising Scale. And they can't, or, well, they would have to use the Baron to negate the Rising Scale, but they can't because it's being chain blocked by the Jam Dragon. Yep. that's fine. I don't want to use that yet. I might as well say Almond. Try to get as much of it. Draw as much as I can. I get to say Almond. Pump the Jam Dragon. Okay. Up in the battle pit. Baron. Just making sure. Up. And Jam Fever. GG. Okay. I can go for a few more. Roulette. Yeah, has started playing. Minecraft, but on kick. Okay. I don't think I have quite enough. No. I'll go for one more spin of the wheel. Then we'll head on over another person's stream. Legends or Legends of the Forbidden One is up next. This deck is definitely going to have to change due to the ban list. Although it won't change that much. It'll change just enough. You know what? Hey, I'm winning coin flips now. I'm gonna place the Synergen. Then I will place the Fiend Reflection. Synergen. I'm gonna get Heart of the Blue Eyes. I'll go Heart of the Blue Eyes for next turn. Then I will go for the Silhouette Rabbit. This will allow me to set one as a rune from my deck. And then it's time for the Millennium Punk. I will reveal all the pieces of Exodia to get the ultimate Forbidden One. Crippling everything else back. I will set one of Exiled Fires of Rage from my deck. Yeah, I'll exalt that. The Giant Sling is no more. Sure. I will need to deal with that as it happens. Okay. I'm gonna go over Slayer. And you can return one card on the field to the hand. Giant Sling. Adds the Arda. Something Honk. Hand deck or face up field. Apophis is until wait, what? Hold on. I mean, I guess joke's on you, because Millennium Monk is actually not once per turn. During damage calc, that outs the you. Okay. I now get yet another exiled Fires of Rage. Okay. I now have a chance of winning. I can negate that with the Exiled Incarnate. That doesn't target. I mean, it doesn't matter, because I get the Exiled anyway. Like, I guess I exiled here. Like, not letting that resolve is objectively the best course of action. But obviously, I would have wanted to wait for the Arda. Discard the Giant Sling. Special Summon. Then add an Argistar's card. They add the Stadium. This is weirdly enough a very unfortunate. Pay 1,000. Get to add one from Banishment. They get the Slayer. Exiton Knight. Cannot be destroyed. Let's get the Exiton Knight out. Then, Unstoppable Incarnate. Sending the Royal. I take. Okay. Okay. That was quite a duel. Honestly, that was a pretty interesting match. Decent back and forth and everything. Um, yeah, I think that's just gonna be it. Let's move on over to end screen. Where do we want to go? Having a peek. Oh, haven't been to Stumbling in a while. Sure. Let's head on over and see Stumbling for a bit. Oh, did they already? No. Yeah, sure. Well, let's head on over to Masked, actually. Lynn is in the middle of something, actually. As it seems. Okay. So, depending on how things go, I am probably going to be live tomorrow. It won't be like all day or anything. It'll probably be same time for around the same amount of time. And then I do have a couple night shifts back to back. So I think after that, the next time I will be live is Sunday. Okay. Let's head on over. Thank you everyone who decided to stop by. Thank you Chroma. Thank you Staz. Thank you Gunanwo for keeping me company and chatting. And thank you Rena and Fox. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.